Now, from WBZ Sports, this is Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria.
Welcome, everyone, to Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria. I'm Steve Burton. Make it 6 straight for the Patriots and 7 wins on the season. 7 wins. Your Patriots not only in first place in the AFC East, they are tied for the best record in the NFL at 7-2. Ernie Adams alongside Christian Fauria join me now. So now they're perfect on the road. 4-0 on the road. Now they got to go to Tampa Bay. They got to face Baker Mayfield and company. Is this their first big test since Buffalo?
It's probably their biggest test. But I'll just address right now the whole issue of soft schedule. Yeah. The players and coaches have absolutely nothing to do with the schedule. It's all set up by formula. And anyone who thinks it's easy to win a game in the National Football League has never been involved with it. These are professional teams, and winning a game is hard. And it's,
even against a soft team?
There are no soft teams.
Oh, there's some soft teams.
There are some teams as the year goes on devolve into total dysfunction. But when you have, it's like they've played some team, a couple of teams who are, you could see it on Sunday. Gave them 60 minutes of good football.
I would say, he's right, but you turn them soft by you start off and you just basically take their desire to live away from them and they just lay down. That's usually how it works with crappy teams. But real quickly, for my answer is yes for the Tampa Bay Bucks. And the reason why has nothing to do with what the Bucks do on offense, is what they do on defense. I think they're similar to Atlanta in a couple ways as far as their speed and their youth. But the one difference is they got Vita Vea up front, who is just a big, he's like an Hawaiian version of Vince Wilfork.
He is what we call a load.
Yeah, he is a load. So is Vince Wilfork. And then you have Levante David, who's a Hall of Fame linebacker, and Antoine Winfield. So they have players. They are smart. You're not going to push them around up front. And they got a linebacker that can make every single play. So to me, I think this is a really big challenge, especially the Bucks coming off the bye week.
Yeah. No question about it. I mean, this is absolutely the best team they've played since Buffalo, and they'll be pushed right to the max. And we'll see, it's a test. Where are you really?
Baker Mayfield, Drake Maye, both quarterbacks are now in the MVP conversation. Agree? Disagree?
To me, there's so much, the whole MVP thing. I'm not a big. That's more big. In your line of work, it's just going out and playing.
Well, let me ask you this: what makes somebody very important? The most valuable player. Okay. Yeah. Well, what do you need to see?
Okay. Well, the most valuable player, because it always turns out to be the quarterback. Where some, it could be, I like the idea of maybe there could be a defensive player.
Absolutely. But what makes them so special? Like, what do you need to see from them?
Okay.
Do they have to be on a winning team?
It's hard. It's a lot harder. First of all, if you're a quarterback and you're on a bad team, you probably don't have very good pass protection because it is. The passing game, it's a team effort. It's pass protection, it's running routes, and the quarterback is the force multiplier who can help everybody else look good, but everybody else is helping the quarterback.
MVP, you got to dominate the game. You got to change the game. The last defensive player, Lawrence Taylor, to win MVP. Yeah. That's going back, sense. But he changed the game.
Right. Well, for instance, I would say, you want to. We spent a lot of time talking about last year. How can you have the conversation and not talk about, say, Myles Garrett? He's on a bad team, but I'm telling you what, playing him, he will change the game. So if you're really, it's most valuable player, but it's who's. If you had one player in the league to pick to start a team, who's it going to be?
Let me just add this in, kill the MVP talk.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Drake Maye's in the conversation is amazing. And I'll leave it at that. Like it's amazing. Second year doing what he's doing, and forget about
he's on a rise.
What goes into it, but he's in the conversation. Some people are talking about this guy,
particularly coming, off last year where he showed some things, but he's on a bad team. He's made tremendous progress. The whole team's made tremendous progress. That's why everybody in Boston's interested in them. It's good stuff.
All right. Drake Maye's been sacked 12 times in the last 2 games. 12 times. How big of a concern is this going forward? He's the second quarterback on the list, besides Cam Ward, to be sacked most in the NFL.
Listen. You never want your quarterback getting hit. You'd much rather be playing the game. I know they play on turf, but with a clean jersey. Like when he's playing against Carolina, I don't think they even breathed on him, at least as I remember the game. So yeah, it's always as your offensive line. You never want to see that.
I will say this: I think we're downplaying this situation. 34 sacks in 9 games. I think we're downplaying
34
it. And
sacks.
I think we all get kind of caught up in just how well the team's playing,
right.
how good he looks,
Yep.
How many points they're scoring. And you forget how often he gets hit and how many times he's in danger, whether he's in the pocket or he's outside of the pocket. I do think the offensive line, doesn't get any, they almost they don't get any blame at all, and they'll blame it on Drake Maye. I just feel like it's something that they need to absolutely look at as far as, okay, moving forward, we can't let this happen anymore.
I am absolutely certain that every week, out on the practice field, it's a top priority. They work on this stuff, work on getting better. They work on their blitz pickups every week. Like I said, today's Tuesday. Tuesday night, they'll have a protection meeting. What do we need to do to give ourselves the best chances as far as pass protection goes? It's always a huge issue, in the National Football
And again,
League.
This is still they're all new. Everybody's new except Onwenu. 4 of the 5 guys are all new. 2 on the left side are rookies. And the center is a free agent, and then the right tackle is a free agent. So I still think they're going to get better, to your point.
Right.
They got to get better.
And that's always, the biggest thing they have. I know it's Christian will tell you it's coach speak, but it's getting better every week.
I know. That's one thing I have learned from you.
Coach speak.
Coach speak.
You speak it well now.
All right, we're going to take a break. We are. We're going to take a break.
He's a good learner.
When we come back, we head to the whiteboard with Coach Ernie to talk about the mic. Who's the mic? You hear the quarterback say that every game. Who's the mic? You're watching Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria. We'll be right back.